Hello class, today we're gonna use our markers and we're gonna draw a pineapple. And so we're gonna share the markers. Please always put the cap really tightly back on and only use one marker at a time. Put it back, switch it, put the cap tightly back on, and get another color. Don't have a lot of different markers open here with no caps. I'm gonna be watching out for that. Number one step, we're going to sign our name as always. So go ahead and put your class code as well. Your class code and your name. First name, last name, initial. Then we're going to put our hand in the middle. And you can use a pencil first, then you're going to use markers later. And outline the hand like this, sort of like doing an egg shape around that. It's going to be your pineapple, and you can do a straight edge like this. Okay, that's number one. And let's get that done. Just round the hand nice and round. It's going to help you draw that oval shape. Then we're going to do these spikies. These are like a triangle, but little shaped almost like an oval. So it's curved. And you're going to make these curved leaves on top. And that's the first line. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And right behind them, I'm going to do a few more. Okay. Sort of like a spiky leaf shaped triangle. 1, 2, 3. You can do 5. 5 more. And one more row. Just fit them wherever you see fit. So it's nice and full. The next step will be from side to side diagonal lines that are slightly curved. You see how long they are? About a thumb long. And the difference in the distance should be the same. Okay? See, it's about same distance. See? So the next one is going to be a same distance. And it's going to be curved. Okay? Same distance. So you can measure with your finger or just kind of eyeball it. It doesn't need to be exact, but it's going to be about the same spacing. And it's curved diagonally. Now we're going to go the opposite way. So I'm going to start on the top and go from here to here. And as you can see, I'm doing same thing, kind of connecting to the next line, always making these diamond shapes. So the distances were always the same, but going the other way. And then this is the basic thing. Then in middle of each one, we'll do a little cross. Like this. And if I'm going too fast, you can, of course, you can rewind the video, you can slow down, you can slow down the speed so you can draw with me. Okay, when we have that, we're going to do some shading. So I like to put a little green because pineapple has a little green around each. But you can put dark orange if you don't want little green. You're going to do a lot of values and shading. So I'm going to start with some green on the edges. I'm just outlining the edges because I'm going to do all kinds of shading in the middle. Of course the middle is going to be bright yellow, but we're going to have all this nice shading on our pineapple as well. And when it starts being this dry, you can just go over like this several times. you find a lighter shade of green, you can also add some lighter shade of green. Then we're going to transition into orange around the edges, a little bit of orange. And I'm kind of doing almost like a rectangle now. I'm pushing on the side, not the tip, but the whole side of the marker, the whole side. So tip looks like this. See how much thinner that is than this? And if you push on the side, you're going to get a really nice rectangle out of it, very geometrical. And sometimes triangle. These are really diamond shapes. And the yellow is going to go over the whole entire area. So the yellow is going to color everything. It's going to even make the orange a little brighter. And I just want to show you, if you have a highlighter yellow, that one works fine too. Or you can use both of them. You can use a highlighter yellow or a yellow marker. This could be done with crayon as well. So if you are in really, really young grades, your version might be with crayons. But we should try. Or maybe some naughty grades, like some fourth graders are throwing the caps of markers around and can't use markers, are going to have to use crayons. Actually, crayons are really fun to use too for showing different textures and different look to it. For example, I could do crayons just for the crown of the pineapple because it would give me a different look to it. See how it gives a different feeling, shows many different textures. Sometimes it's even good to use both crayons and a marker. And I'm going to pause this to get more crayons. Wanted to show you how nice it looks with crayons as well. Actually, what would be a nice look would be everything in with the black crayon, with the black marker, and then fill it up with crayons. So see how much softer that looks than the marker version. But if you like the marker version, that's fine. And I'm blending these two colors together. Do you see how I'm overlapping them? And I'm getting all that shading here. See if I can get even darker brown. I might introduce more tones into my crown pineapple leaves. So I'm putting really dark browns and really dark greens and really lighter greens, and then all the way up to yellow for highlights. And I'm showing you the version with the markers as well as the version with the crayons. They're beautiful. They're both beautiful. I'll show you, I love the look of the crayon a lot. So much so, I want to make a whole pineapple with a crayon real quick. This is going to be super fast. I'm going to use maybe brown. I did a circle on my hand. Of course, I have the name. Let's don't forget the name. And cross coat So first I put my hand in the middle of the paper and I drew a large circle, remember? Then I went across diagonally, meaning diagonal, slightly curved lines. I'm going to connect it straight. And I'm going to go the opposite way, across. I'm going to touch the next one, go to the next one, and go across. Now I'm going to get my dyed green and make my triangles. But they're slightly curved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is a little bit too much, but I'll do short ones. Few small ones. I've seen pineapples with tiny ones around the edge. And now I'm going to put a few more behind. And now I'm going to put tall ones in the back. Okay. I'm going to put those crosses in the middle. They're slightly curved as well. I'm going really fast here. And then we're going to shade. First the green. Then you're going to add even different colors. You can do slightly orange brown or orange. And then shading to your green color in the middle. Maybe light green and yellow in the middle, of course. Yellow can go over the whole thing to unify it together, to blend it together. So that is one way. This is a crayon, how beautifully blended it is. This is the look with a marker. And here, the look with a crayon. And how I study blending it. And when this is done, it's going to be fabulous as well. I'm going to stop the video for now, but you're going to continue, and I can't wait to see yours.